The cyber landscape has really changed dramatically over the last few years, and it's really created new challenges for those people who are charged with protecting federal information as well as federal systems.
A lot of talk about cyber operations has traditionally been about internally, looking at your networks, managing your different devices, etc. What's also a trend in the market is looking from your cyber threat from an outside-in perspective. So there's a lot of sources through social media, known ethical hacker communities, and even some that aren't, that are creating all sorts of different views. And if you can aggregate that data from an external perspective and bring that data internal to the organization and mine it with your traditional cyber operations data, then you're putting yourself in a position where you can be predictive. You can create different ways to prevent threat vectors that are going to come in based upon what you're seeing from the outside.
The next frontier in cyber is cyber analytics. There's so much information out there that is untapped, that's not being used. The trouble is we haven't looked at the data outside our four walls. We're really thinking that most of our insight is going to come from the things that we own. Frankly, most of the insight is going to come from the data we don't own, and being able to associate that with the activities that may be happening in our own particular agency.
We need to do advanced analytics, we need to do advanced forensics, we need to do advanced visualization so that we focus on the threats that matter the most to our mission operations. I believe that the next generation of intrusion technologies basically almost simulate artificial intelligence environments. Self-identifying, self-correcting, and self-healing networks needed to squash that threat and then heal itself so that mission operations can continue without too much human intervention. Now that's probably several years out, but it's a great aspiration for us.
One of our goals at the center is to try to show clients where the market is going. We find that it really helps us to unpack what the client's problems really are. It's an environment where they can ask questions, they can see what other clients have gone through, other solutions on how we've solved problems. We can talk about the art of the possible. We can help them set up where their budgets are going to be and their planning, and help them really bring together a larger vision that they can take back to their enterprise and help sell to their leadership.
The real enabler in cyber operations of the future is bringing in the mission side. I'm not talking back office business. I'm talking about what's on the front burner now: costs, risk trade-offs of how much money to put against what, and where you get the biggest bang for the buck.
As we look at the next generation of cyber center operations, it's really critical to look at the business end of it. How well does your organization fit into the organizational structure of the larger organization you're trying to protect? How is the information that you're providing being received and perceived by the senior leaders in the organization? Are there cyber metrics that are available to show how effective and efficient you're being? And that, in fact, there's a governance structure in place so that you bring in stakeholders that have a really a vested interest in what it is you're trying to do and protect. And so I think the CISO community is about ready to take that on.